Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with a La La Land Crafts image. This is Night Luka. He is available as a digital and a rubber stamp, but I am actually using the digital image today. So I've printed him out onto Express-It blending card and I'm using my Copic markers to colour him up. So I did print a few images out on the same piece of A4 paper. That's why you can see that it's a little bit scruffy, but I'm going to fussy cut him in the end anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So I'm just working my way through getting his skin all coloured up first. This is my usual process. Normally I do the skin first, then I'll go hair, and then I'll go everything else, but I did actually leave the hair till last because I wasn't sure what colour I wanted to colour it yet. But that's my normal process. So I'm now going through, I'm colouring in quite a lot of grey areas here. So I'm using my neutral grey markers and I'm just working my way through, blending all of that out. Like I said, there is quite a bit of grey colouring, so please stick with me. I will actually get all this coloured up and printed out in the same video. So that didn't even work, did it? Those are not the right words that I wanted to say. What I wanted to say was got it all coloured up and the card made in one day for a change, which doesn't happen very often. So I am working my way through, colouring all of his armour in and blending all of that out. I absolutely loved colouring this image in. I do love using my grey markers. It's always nice when you get a nice blend of markers that you love to play around with. So that's what I'm doing here. Not a lot going on here at the moment. It is the Easter week, so it is, what day are we up to? It's Wednesday here today, and tomorrow is Anzac Day for us, so it's another public holiday tomorrow. So it hasn't been a lot of normal days this week with lots of public holidays for Easter and Anzac Day and that sort of thing. So I need to head up to the shop today before the shops are closed again tomorrow for the public holiday and grab a few things. Kids are back to school next week, so that'll be good. A nice quiet house again. I'm back to routine. So I'm just working on his pants here. We did head up to the Easter show this week. We just had the one child home for a couple of days, and my eldest ended up coming as well. So it was a nice day out. We went out with my parents and it was a good day. Very, very long day. My ankle didn't cope too well. We had to take a few breaks and I was in excruciating pain a few times through the day, but we got through and it was a great day either way. Still haven't heard from the hospital yet on a surgery date, so we're just still the waiting game. Hopefully it won't be too far away now. I can get all this sorted and be back to normal again. One of those things that you take for granted. I'd love to just go out the front door and just go for a big run. Not that I ever did that very often before, but that's what I really want to do. Just going back to the image there, I just used my colourless blender to push in a little bit of colour that did bleed out on the side of his helmet there. I did fix up a few other areas along the way as well, but I'm not sure if I left them all in the editing. Just blending them out using a little bit more grey in certain areas and a little less of the darker grey in other areas so that I could get those different tones. And I'm just blending all of that out. Two more days off and then I am back to work again. So I only had a short week this weekend with the public holidays, so I only worked 2 days this week. So I'll be back to 3 days at the end of this week. And then we'll be back to normal again. I haven't had much time to do much craft work lately either, just with things at home and everything else that's going on. I haven't had a chance to sit down, so it was nice to sit and get this image all coloured up. Just working my way through with some of my V Violet markers. This is the VO4, 6 and 9 blend, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm using that on his little stick thingamabobby. Working my way through, not too much more to go, and then you can watch the card process. The card process is actually quite quick, which was nice. It was a very simplistic card for me, so I'm now just going through and doing this little poofy thing on his helmet. Sorry, don't know technical terms, so we're just going to call it a poofy thing. Blending all of that out. And fixing up that stick there. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the outside of his armor, so I did leave that to the end. I've just gone in and just used the darkest of the greys, and now I'm just going in and colouring his hair, just using a 55, 57, 59. There wasn't a lot of hair there, so it didn't take a lot. And that's the colouring pretty much complete. I did realise that I forgot to do the greys on the stick, so I'll go in and fix that up shortly, and the buckle on his pants. Adding in some Uni-Ball white gel marker. Now just blending all of that out after adding some of the Wink of Stella as well. That's the colouring pretty much complete, and now let's get on to the card making. I am fussy cutting the image out using my Eco Success Cutter Bee scissors, and then I just used my black Tombow marker to run around the outside of the image. Just adding on a glue dot there to the sentiment so I could line all that up. Alright, so this is the July 2016 La La Land Crafts Club. These dies are now available to purchase separately, so I have linked all of those up. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm using the brick die, and I'm also using the castle die. And I've just done 2 of those brick dies, and I've just used some washi tape just to adhere them behind. So they didn't move and had everything all aligned before I'd adhere it all down. So with the castle die, I'm just running through the black and the grey through my Sizzix Big Shot, and now I'm just going to layer them up slightly off-centering so that you can see the shadow. And now I'm just adding them to a card base. I'm just getting everything all nice and aligned. Just bannering the sentiment there, cutting off some of the castle die. I didn't need all of it. I will of course use all of that on another project. And here I am just using some Distress Oxide ink in the Wilted Violet and just a mini ink blending tool. I just done a circular motion, and most of that's going to get covered up anyway, so it looks really cool in the end. I was quite happy with it. So just using Tombow Mono Multi Adhesive to adhere that, and then I'm just inlaying some of those bricks, the black ones that I cut out second. That's the card done. So I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye.